these facilities, like 60 Hudson Street, are very vulnerable. You take them out, and basically the internet goes down. So here we are, so dependent on our computers, our laptops, our cellular telephones, and suddenly none of that works.
So that's another thing that the extraterrestrials could do if they really just wanted to shut our civilization down.
Identical attacks destroyed tech centers at One Wilshire, Los Angeles, California, Telehouse, Paris, France, Global Switch, London, England, and Equinix in Palo Alto, California. With the world's highest-ranking military leaders wiped out in attacks on centers of government, the aliens now target individual military bases around the world. At Vandenberg Air Force Base, as the Joint Space Operations Center works to establish any communication at all up the chain of command, the base itself becomes a target.
Key targets would be the military. Anything that we could use later on to maybe try to fight back, these facilities would themselves be prime targets.
We have underground bunkers, we have command centers inside of mountaintops. All of this would be essentially useless against an alien attack.
One facility that has survived so far is the top-secret Raven Rock Mountain Complex in Pennsylvania. Here, a man known as America's designated survivor now runs what's left of the most powerful nation in the world.
This concept was designed back in the days of the Cold War for this very scenario of the senior leadership being taken out in one strike.
The designated survivor is someone in the line of presidential succession, generally one of the president's cabinet members. Each time the entire government gathers at events like the State of the Union address, this person is taken away to a secure location like Raven Rock.
So the hope would be that the designated survivor will carry on, will become acting president, and will be able to take those strategic decisions to maintain the continuity of government.
But now, deep within Raven Rock, a chilling reality begins to emerge. There is no way to communicate with the outside world.
You have no way to go, hey, I'm alive. The panic in this person's mind would be almost unfathomable. Your phones aren't working. This hardened shelter sure is protecting you from this massive biological outbreak or particle beams raining from the sky. But you're all alone. It's you and your security detachment and anyone else that made it in there.
Humans would fight back with absolutely everything we could.
Kazan, Russia. As an alien ship flies into view, a ragtag group of Federation forces take aim with the advanced Pantsir S-1 surface-to-air missile system. It's the best they've got. But it's not enough. With the failure of today's most advanced weapons, some local commanders have access to what could become humanity's best chance of survival: the experimental weapons of tomorrow.
We have some dazzling weapon systems that we could offer up in defense of the planet.
Among them, something sometimes called the most powerful gun in the world.
The railgun will completely replace the old gunpowder-firing naval cannon. It will completely replace it with a magnetic system that can then launch a projectile at very, very high velocities.
The shell travels at more than 8,200 feet per second, 10 times faster than a cruise missile. But there is a clear disadvantage against this kind of foe.
One of the big problems of the railgun is that it produces an enormous amount of heat when it fires. And so this alien intelligence will quickly zoom in on the heat source and then eliminate it with whatever weapon system they have.
Why has mankind's first encounter with aliens been so devastating? If they are intelligent enough to create technology to travel between the stars, shouldn't they have evolved beyond violence and warfare?
I think that's wishful thinking. Who's to say that the smarter you get, the more moral you get? I mean, we down here, we've evolved and progressed in many ways, but we still have wars, we still have poverty.
Earth is a prime candidate because it sits in what is called the habitable zone, an area around a star where water can exist in liquid form and life can thrive. Scientists believe that it's this prime location that provides perhaps the most viable motive for an alien invasion.